Hello, I'm State Representative Larry Springer from the 45th Legislative District, which includes parts of Redmond, Kirkland, and Sammamish, and the cities of Woodinville, Carnation, Duval, and East King County. I thought today I would just spend a little bit of time telling you some of the committees that I serve on and the issues that I'm dealing with in those committees. I am on the Transportation Committee. The Transportation Committee is really focused on one major topic this session, and that is the completion of a funding package for replacing the 520 bridge, a project near and dear to the 45th District. It's a project I've talked to you about before on these updates. It's a project I've been working on since 1997, and I'm really happy that we're getting near the end, we hope. So that will be a major focus of the Transportation Committee this session. I also serve on the Finance Committee. That's the committee that will look at all of the various taxing mechanisms that the state has to raise revenue. One of the areas we're really focusing on this time in the face of this unprecedented budget crisis the state is facing is whether or not the tax preferences, some would call them loopholes, depends on your point of view, I think, whether or not those tax preferences that have been granted to individuals, to groups, to businesses over the years, really over the decades, are still valid. So we're reviewing those to see whether or not we are leaving revenue on the table, if you will, by extending a tax preference that is no longer needed. As you might imagine, those are politically controversial because people receiving them certainly want to keep them, but we are going to take a really hard look at whether or not they're still valid. I'm also on the Local Government Committee. This is a committee that deals with issues around local government governance. And we've looked at some issues there that would help streamline government. For example, making the growth management hearing boards more streamlined, more efficient. Looking at ways to help local government meet their own legislative responsibilities that the state has given them. So working hard to try and help local governments who are facing, frankly, as big a challenge as we have. So it's going to be a difficult session, to say the least, but we'll keep you updated, keep you abreast of as much as we're doing, what we're doing down here as much as we can. And I really encourage you to get in touch with me and stop by if you can. In fact, I have a primrose today because the landscapers were down. So come by and say hello. Be real happy to see you. Thanks a lot for listening.